Good morning and welcome to another edition of Ask the Chiropractor. Here on Ask the Chiropractor, people will ask us questions. We will come back to you and try to answer your question the best we can. Now, whenever you do Ask the Chiropractor, the idea here is the fact that when you have a question about chiropractic, you should always ask a chiropractor. Often when we see news segments and other things about chiropractic in the media, it always says check with your family doctor or somebody else first. And I would argue that maybe checking with a chiropractor first about chiropractic care would be your best choice. So this is a way for people to send us questions and ask us about things about chiropractic care and how it may or may not relate to them, or what is chiropractic care really, what is chiropractic really not. I'm a graduate of Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa, the oldest and the first chiropractic school. I also serve as a team chiropractor for the Blackhawk affiliate AHL Rockford Ice Hogs. So today's question has to do with golf. Here, we live in Northern Illinois. And in Northern Illinois, we've had a couple hints of some nice days and then cold days and then nice days and cold days. But as this starts to happen, we have a lot of people that decide it's time to start getting ready to go golfing again. So as you start to get ready to go golfing again, we want to tell you about some ways to stay healthy and be able to golf all season. We've always suggested that pain the day after golf is not normal. You shouldn't have pain the day after golf. If you're having pains the day after golf, you're probably not doing something right. So as chiropractors, what we like to do is we like to take a look at your overall biomechanics of how you bend, move, and twist, and the underlying problem going on in your spine. A lot of times we find that there's imbalance, especially in our male patients. You see, men have a tendency to be weak in one area and overcompensate other areas. And they don't really notice the weakness because other muscles have compensated for the weakness. And they have been able to get through life pretty far, pretty long, pain-free, until they start to get older or maybe do a repetitive action like swinging a golf club over and over again. And then this weakness will expose itself. So as chiropractors, we like to do is we try to figure out where this weakness or imbalance is. Then we work with you in this weakness and imbalance, and we try to get rid of some of the imbalance. Now, as far as the weakness is concerned, we will give you exercises, but if need be, we have partners and friends all over town. Last week, you saw me do a video with our good friend Justin Keeley from Movement Fitness, where we discussed with him range of motions and things, how to move, and the ability to cool off and exercise. But he's one of our partners that we use often to talk about exercises and stretches and help people get their strength back. We have several partners, though. If you don't live by Movement Fitness, you need somewhere else. We know lots and lots of people. We want to work with you to get your strength back. So if you get rid of your imbalance, you get your strength back or your flexibility back. Sometimes we find out with some women is that they have some muscles that are really, really tight and ones that are really, really loose. So we have to work with them on those areas. If these things all come back, you should be able to go out, golf 18 holes, and get up the next day and feel like you want to go golf some more. Not wake up the next day and feel like you're paying the price for the 18 holes you just golfed. So with that being said, tomorrow night, we're going to do a quick video here. You're going to be able to come wherever you're hearing this or seeing this or listening to this. You'll be able to come back and hear or see the podcast or the video of our presentation tomorrow night, where we go back and we're going to review 5 stretches you should be able to do before you golf, a couple cool down activities after you golf, and then a few exercises you can do when you're not golfing to stay strong for golf. We'll be putting those on here. Doctors at the Hulse Chiropractic Clinic will be putting those on for you. Please take a look, take a watch, get a feel of what we're doing. And then from there, you should be able to do those things. Now, if you can't do these things that you watch in the video, that's a reason why you call the chiropractor. These should be simple, easy things to do. If you can't do them, or if you hurt after you do them and it causes pain, or you feel like you're limping the rest of the day after trying these exercises and stretches, that means there's a bigger underlying condition. That's where chiropractic comes in. So when you come in here as a chiropractic patient, what we'll do is we'll do x-rays of your spine to see whether misalignment or the subluxation, as we call it here, chiropractic, possible location for it. Then also gives us a better idea of the overall health of the disc, the overall health of the spine, to give us a better indicator of how much care, how little care you might need. With those x-rays and with our examination that we'll be able to come up with a care plan for you to help you get that range of motion back and get that strength back. Now, why do we know so much about this? Well, because we take care of athletes. We take care of the Rockford Ice Hogs right here. The Rockford Ice Hogs are Rockford's hockey team. Besides working with the hockey team in the past, we've also worked with baseball teams. We've worked with soccer clubs. We've worked with basketball teams. We've worked with high school sports. We've worked with rodeo guys. We've worked with professional bowlers. We've worked with them all, okay? And what we've learned is that when it comes to dealing with athletes, it's the repetitive motions that tend to create things in the spine. When you look at a hockey player, for example, when you x-ray them, you can always see a high shoulder and a low shoulder, and then the opposite hip. This comes from the way they hold the stick when they skate on the ice. When you look at a basketball player, you can always see one shoulder's going forward, one shoulder's going back. and that's how they shoot the basketball. When you look at, I can keep going. Soccer players, they got one hip rotated forward, one hip rotated back because they have their power leg that they use their big kicking on. I know they kick with both legs, but they're still, when they have to do a power kick, they use a certain leg. You can see the hip rotation. So we've noticed these same things in golfers. We've noticed patterns in people who golf a lot. So we're able to isolate the people who golf a lot and their patterns in their spine. But what about the people when they golf on the weekends? Do they have the same patterns? No, they don't always have the same patterns because they do more stuff than just play golf every day. But we know the patterns of a golfer, and we can see those patterns in your x-rays. And if you have other jobs or things that you've done that create other injuries in your spine, knowing the patterns that we see in normal golfers, we can put those two things together and give you really, really good care. So this is going to be a short one because tomorrow night's going to be a long one. We're going to be at 6:30 Central Time. We'll be on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and LinkedIn Live, and hopefully Instagram Live, and maybe even TikTok Live if we really, really push our luck. But we'd like you to come back and join us and see our presentation tomorrow night. We're going to go over all of it top to bottom. And again, if you miss it, don't worry, it's the internet. It doesn't go away. It'll still be out there. You can come back and watch it at a different time. But if you're having pain today after you play golf, that's the reason to go see a chiropractor. Thank you and have a great day.